The show is called Take a Banana for the Ride.
Yes.
What the hell is that?
When I was a young comic, starting out in New Jersey, I would take care of my grandfather, who had all this old man stuff wrong with him. I'd lost my parents as a young man, and he'd lost his wife, and we were just two single guys living together. I was starting my comedy career, and my grandfather was living with me. And I would take him to the doctor all day. And then at night, I would go into New York and do open mics. And my grandfather would always give me a few dollars for gas and tolls and a banana. He'd say, take a banana for the ride. I said, oh, I'll be fine, Pop. No, you never know. You could get stuck in traffic, whatever. You know, in a pinch, you could use it as a, I don't know. But it was his way of saying, I can't go with you, but I'm there with you on the ride. Yeah. And the show kind of takes off from there, talking about all the people that made me who I am. And I did this show, Suzy. I did this show as a young man in the 90s. After my grandfather passed away, I did this show at a bunch of festivals in the comedy world. And it was emotional for me. I couldn't really deal with it. So I put it away for decades. And then not too long ago, I lost 3 great buddies. The comedy world lost 3 great buddies within 8 months. Norm Macdonald, Bob Saget, and Gilbert Gottfried. His birthday's this week. And it made me look back at the old show and think about some of the themes of resilience and bouncing back, and when people mourn, and how I dealt with that as a young man. And I kind of tied it all together into a new idea and a new show. And I'm going to be in New Jersey at the Count Basie Performing Arts Center next week. I'll be in Norwalk, Connecticut next week, kind of putting it up for the first time as a full, dramatic, musical, one-man performance.
And then you've got Austin, Texas.
We're going to do 3
April
nights at the
10th
Moon
the
Tower
12th.
Comedy Festival in Austin at Moon Tower, and then I'm going to hit the South. So it's a cathartic experience. I want people to come. If you're going through something, challenges in your life, this is a show to see. I talk about my dog, losing my dog in the show. None of it gets so sad. There's movies in the show. I try to make it a cathartic, comedic, communal experience for everybody who comes out.
You know, we were together when the world lost Bob Saget.
Yeah.
How has losing these 3 so recently changed you as a comedian?
Man, well, I look at the pictures of me and Bob and Norm and Gilbert, and I go, how am I the one that sticks around to tell the story? I feel lucky that I got to know those guys. Those 3 guys were besties. I would just sit back and watch them make each other laugh. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this show, Take a Banana for the Ride, is because keeping their names alive is really important to me. Because I know if I was gone, they would do that for me. And Bob showed love. Bob would always tell you he loved you at the end of every conversation. And I wish everyone a friend like Bob in their lives. And these are the guys who made me who I am. And the show's about some women who made me who I am in my life, and even some of the great stories of resilience and bouncing back that I had to deal with as a young man. And Bob always said, do what's good for you. He always gave you positive advice, positive energy. So losing Bob is something that I still have trouble getting my head around, talking about. You know, comics were like a tribe. When we lose a tribal member, it hurts for a long time. But it's important to keep telling his jokes and keep his memory alive.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.